I was at this one restaurant, and I was like eating pasta, and I was drinking water, and then like I kid you not, it was probably like I ordered by about like maybe, or not ordered, but like asked for like maybe closer to 10 like things of water.
10 glasses?
And it was the same type of like 12. And then at the very last water this dude gave me, I was about to like leave and pay for the bill. And he's like, he came with the water. He's like, I have to tell you, sir, I am very impressed with you. And I'm like, oh, like I appreciate that, man. I just kept drinking water. I don't know what the fuck it is with me. I just like drink the fuck out of water. But it's just the way he came. Like, I have to tell you, man, I'm very impressed with your water.
Yeah, I would be too.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 714 podcast. I'm here with Robert.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.
Always, man. It's good to be back because we were just talking about we haven't been back for like what, 2 months?
2 months, pretty much. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Like, and things have. We did one with Daniel. We were supposed to do one today with Cosmo.
Yeah, that sucks, man. Poor guy.
Yeah.
We were planning with Cosmo for what, like 2 weeks now?
Yeah, like I think more than that. I think like a month.
Oh yeah, because we always talked about it. We just like set the action to like actually plan it. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
There's always things like that happen when you want to plan things with your friends. Like we try our best to
like accommodate.
Accommodate with everybody. Okay, this time works for you.
Right.
Okay, we'll do this date this month. Okay, and then set everything up. And then sometimes other things happen in their lives, and you know, I've gotten to the point where I don't like judge or even criticize anybody for switching it up because I don't know their life, like their personal life, what they're going through. I have no idea. Right. So, and
he, like he said, it's not like he did it like, oh, I'm gonna just fucking set these guys up and say I'm gonna do it and then say no at the last minute. He was down for it a couple days ago, and then all of a sudden it's fine. So we miss you, bro. Hopefully you're watching this.
We'll set it up sometime in the next month or so. For sure. Yeah. We'll try to figure something out. Yeah.
But, no, definitely.
Yeah, things happen, cool. Right?
Yeah, me and him were just like, all right, like, do you want us to do it together? And we're just like, all right, fuck it. And we haven't got a single one. Like,
I know,
together.
He told us literally this morning, and the first thing I did, or you called me like twice, and I was in the shower. Yeah, I called you back, but like, you know what? We're like already fucking hyped up for this. You know, like let's just go. Do it. Yeah, but it's always fun with you.
Most definitely. It always is.
We just always have that connection. Yeah. Like there's something about it. Yeah. Every phone call we get, it's like fucking 50 minutes go by.
And we're just trying to fucking say hi real quick. And it's like, oh shoot. Like,
I call this guy up like, I think at least once every 2 weeks, sometimes once a week. And then sometimes you're at work, you're busy, and then you call me back. And then at the time, like I'm like just chilling. Yeah. And then we get to talking about random shit. I don't even know where the conversation leads to. Right. And by the time I look at my phone and check, I'm like 50 minutes.
It's always like that. I don't know why. It's so fucking funny. Yeah. It's funny too, because like I don't know if we ever talked about it on the podcast, but I definitely know we talked about it together. Like when I had to switch schools and you went to CV and I went to Santiago for middle school. We always had like each other's Snapchat, I believe, but we never had each other's numbers or like Instagram or anything like that.
And we didn't even have that until I met you in that art class. Yeah. We lost connection completely.
Yeah. I feel like I had your Snapchat though. No. So I had nothing.
Nothing.
Wow.
I didn't even have a phone until what is it? I was 16 years old in sophomore year of high school.
So then I had mine. Oh, then maybe. Yeah, I had some like freaking Nokia or some shit like that.
Some Nokia. That shit probably didn't even have apps.
Yeah, no.
Just the calculator.
I don't even know when the fuck I had it. I don't know, whatever. But yeah, so then all of a sudden we just reconnected out of nowhere. And it's been like fucking like it was meant to be or some shit. Yeah,
meant to be like, because like something happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, in high school we just like talked a little bit, but then in college got a lot closer. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't get it. Now that I realize I didn't get a phone until I was 16.
I wonder, like, just because you probably didn't need one until like maybe that's the age you needed one.
Yeah. I didn't need one. I mean, my parents.
Would they pick you up and stuff like every day from or to the age of what? Or like
usually my friends' parents would pick us up and fucking do all that. But that was one of the biggest things why I wanted to get a driver's license.
Quick
was for the freedom of going wherever I want.
Yeah.
Like, I do not want to rely on other people.
Nah.
That's the worst shit ever.
But just only for so long too, because you're like, fuck, I want my own freedom now. And then and then some people like have their own jobs and lives and stuff like that. Yeah. And then over here trying to like pick your ass up. Like, hey man, get a fucking car already. Fuck.
You're waiting, this and that. And then once I got it, then I was not only was I able to get my own freedom, all my friends now had freedom because I was the one driving and shit. Like they didn't have to rely on their
What was
parents.
your first car or was it just the same?
First car was an Acura.
The one that you're driving right now? Oh,
no,
different one. Okay.
Different one. That's this car is different. And then
it's Lexus, right?
No, it's Toyota right now. And then that one was an Acura, like the base level Acura. That was just like a fucking great car. Like the sound system was great.
Okay.
Acceleration and everything, safety features were great.
Okay.
And it was a nice starter car because it was small. Like you don't want a huge ass car.
Nah.
It's struggled to get into parking spaces and shit.
Nah.
In the beginning.
Big ass trucks and shit.
In the beginning, like I remember when I started to drive, I think the first time I drove was before I even had the permit. I told my dad, let's just go into a parking lot.
So he can teach you, and stuff, or
just to like, I've never driven a car before. The first time, I think everybody could remember like the first time actually fucking driving a car.
Was in El Medina parking lot.
Mine was at that Honda Center parking lot. This big ass parking lot.
Dang, that's actually a good place. That's a good place to start.
And there was a parking lot that was the Honda Center one, and then there was also another smaller one next to it. First, we went into the smaller one, just drove around a little bit. You know, at first, when you get in the car and you set everything up, the seat position, everything,
mirrors,
and then
stuff,
you hold the steering wheel, you hit the gas, and you realize that it fucking goes.
It goes. Acceleration a little bit.
And you don't now. Like I've been driving for like 5 years. Seems like, right? And now it's like second nature to feel the gas pedal. I know exactly how much to put, how much the brake is going to be. But in the beginning, you don't even know how much gas to give it. Like the first time, it was like a fucking jolt. And then my dad's like, "Wait, what the fuck are you doing?" And I hit the brake, and I was like, "Okay, nice and easy." Started getting the hang of it, and then I think we spent around 20 minutes in the small parking lot, and then I was like, "You know what? Let's go to the big one."
Right.
And then by then, I was like a little more comfortable.
Okay.
And I just gunned it like 70 miles per hour in the parking lot.
Really?
Yeah, it was that big. There was
and then your dad didn't say anything?
Like I told him we were going to do that. And then he's like, all right, fuck it. This is my life. This
is my son. We're right here. We die together.
We die together.
That's funny. That's cool.
But there was nobody in the parking lot, like just empty.
That's so funny. Nah, my first time was at El Medina, and I remember it was my mom's big ass fucking Tahoe.
Really?
Yeah. So I had to like adjust the seats and everything, make sure I, my gas pedal. But then the acceleration, you don't realize it at first. Don't realize. You're just like, okay, like it looks so easy. Your mom and dad doing it. And then you're just like, oh shoot, you got to put some, and then I just got it. I just like got it pretty quickly over time, and then my dad and my mom was like, you need to like, I want you to know how to drive stick. Oh, and then I was like, and then my dad had a stick shift at the time, a pickup truck, a Nissan pickup. And then I was like, all right, like that's fine. And but I was like, but like no one's gonna need it. Like after like all these new cars are coming. She's like, no. Like what if you're in an emergency situation and that's the only car? And I'm like, all right, whatever, I'll try.
You're in some foreign country,
yeah. So then, oh man, I tried it for the first time. My dad's pickup, and it was the most like difficult thing because you have to get into like a shift, like into a different gear. Yeah. And then you have to like.
I mean, to start it, you gotta put it in neutral.
Neutral, yes.
And then hit the clutch. Then key.
Yeah. So you know how to drive stick or no?
Yeah, I know how to drive it.
Okay.
But,
yeah.
Like I haven't driven it that many times.
Okay.
But like I got it mostly from a motorcycle.
Like, you drove a motorcycle?
Yeah,
before?
I drove a motorcycle, and then that's
the same type of concept or what?
But you do it with your leg instead of it. Like you gotta
hand.
The clutch is in your hand, and then you tap up and down with your left, I think left foot and toe.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it was hard. I got it for like a couple seconds and then I lost it. And then my dad's like, all right, let's go. All right. And then I never tried it again.
Yeah. It is. It's a lot more work. Like you got to pay attention. But I think once you get in the hang of it, it's easy. But in traffic, it's the worst.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's what my dad says. It's like the worst. You got to like
shift back and forth and this and that. It's not hard, but when you start in the beginning, you might stall a car. You might put in the wrong gear. And then
my dad's done that so many times. Yeah. But he knows how to drive it. I think he's just because like it's an old car too. So
it's an old car. Yeah. I think the only car I would drive and stick is like some like old school sports car.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a fucking Mustang from like 68.
Yeah.
You know?
Those would be cool.
Yeah. Like something old school. And on an open road, like put me back in a parking lot for like just to fucking drive, cruise around.
That's crazy. I've been seeing a lot more car videos. Dude, some of these fucking like all these, I don't know why, but all like my type of car, but like the newer ones, like the Dodge, like the Hellcat, all that red eye type. Dude, these things are so fucking fast. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah. Bro. Cars are on another level now.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
It's crazy what they could do with a V4. Like even back like maybe like 10 years ago, like I knew what engines were, like V4, V6, V8.
It stops at V8, right? Yeah.
No, there's V12.
There's V12?
W16.
W16?
W meaning V is the way the engine is shaped.
Yeah.
And W is only Bugatti does this, meaning it's shaped like a W. The cylinders are 16 of them lined up in that formation.
That's crazy. Yeah. Only Bugatti?
Only that I know of right now. Like that's
W what?
16 cylinders.
16. Okay. 16. That's crazy.
I mean, it's a fucking crazy car. I mean, it's what is it? What is the starting price? 2 million?
That's
3
crazy.
million, somewhere around there. Yeah. But it's
fucking more than a house.
I think for me personally, like it's worth that much. Like they're not ripping you off by putting it at 2 million.
Right.
They literally use the best materials and products on that car. Like they do not skimp
everything
on anything.
Yeah.
It's all handcrafted. Only a certain amount of people know how to build the engine. Like there's only a certain amount of people that know how to do everything that is required to build the car.
Right.
And they do it in France. There's like a special factory and all of them you have to like literally purchase it and then it takes months to make to then they deliver it. Like it's not just like you go to a Toyota dealership and you can get any car off the lot.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay.
You know,
that's crazy though.
It's literally custom built.
I wonder how much how long it takes, like years or like a year or two.
No, maybe? I think like 3 to 6 months, depending on like how many orders they have.
Okay.
But I mean, you would be surprised at how many people will like buy them.
Really?
Like they have a large customer base.
Yeah.
Like even if I mean, their costs are pretty high because what they do is pretty expensive, but they probably have around, 1,000 customers or so, like 1,000, 2,000 probably. I'm guessing. This is probably not accurate, but they all pay 2 million, 2-3 million.
That's a lot of freaking. That's a lot.
That's a lot
of money, dude, for one car.
I know. But you look at, have you seen videos about the Saudi prince and those people over there that the amount of wealth they have, that they have parking lots filled with like exotic cars.
Oh, of their own like exotic cars. Yeah. I think I know. I've never seen that, but I know what you're talking about though. Yeah.
That's how much wealth they have.
Yeah, that's
like
crazy.
Literally trillions of dollars. Trillions.
I wonder if that's just like family, like
it's definitely
generation. Yeah. Okay.
Like gold, oil money.
Okay, oil's so that's so true. It's so big.
Yeah, gas prices are here, and then they're making money
for reals. That's crazy.
They don't even get
it's gone down a little.
Exxon money, dude. They get the they get the straight out of the ground money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's coming down a little bit.
Yeah. I think it was like what 6 something, and then I think the other day I just paid like 5.7 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but over there it's so they're so well off that you don't even have to pay taxes in Dubai. No taxes.
At all?
Yeah, at all.
That's crazy.
Because they have so much money that they don't need any like assistance from the fucking
copy.
people.
Okay,
at all.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, didn't you see that new building like that they're trying to make? It's this this skyscraper, or not, like it's a building that's entirely made out of glass that stretches 75 miles.
Where's that?
Somewhere in the middle of the desert. Like they didn't make it yet, but they want to make it.
What is it gonna be? Like it's just a building for what?
Yeah, just building. You could live there. There's malls. There's fucking everything. There's a whole society.
75.
There's a whole society, a civilization inside a building that stretches 75 miles long.
Full of glass?
Yeah, glass on the outside, which
that's
is
crazy. That's crazy.
I think they said it's like 500 billion or something like that.
500 billion?
Yeah.
That's stupid money.
I know. You can't even calculate that.
Nah.
Like a million is 999,999, and then
is that six? No, how much is 6 commas?
6
like
commas. I don't even know. 2. Or 6 digits is starting with 100,000, but yeah, that a $500 billion is crazy.
Oh no, yeah, that's so much.
I don't think anybody could comprehend that. Like you could try to spend it all, and you won't be able to spend it. You could literally buy anything, sports teams, fucking buildings, like anything
property,
you want.
Everything you still have so much left over.
Whole companies.
What the fuck do you do with that, dude?
You could just buy like fucking Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
I give like not a majority, but I give a lot of it to like whatever type of charity and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what most people do.
Yeah.
Once you get to that level, it's like crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you know who Rockefeller was?
And with Kanye and all that stuff? Or no?
No.
Oh, that's Jay-Z.
No. I'm talking about the actual
wasn't that with all the like the history of like the oils and stuff like that, Rockefeller, or no?
I think
their train or like
trains. I think
right?
he was in trains or steel or something with
like metals or
metals.
Stuff. Yeah, right. Okay.
Yeah. And back in the day, he used to be like one of the richest people in the world. Yeah,
that was crazy. Right? Yeah. It was like some railroad. Yeah, I forgot. Fuck, I learned that shit in history.
I know.
I forgot
that. Let me look up exactly what he did. I'm not sure.
He did something like railroads or like he owned oil companies. I forget.
Let's see. And here it says he's a American business magnate and philanthropist, and that's what I was gonna get at.
A philanthropist.
I'm pretty sure he's the one who they found after his death. They found a note in his room that's he wrote like a long time ago, and it said on the note that the first half of my life I'm gonna try to make as much money as possible, and the second half of my life I'm going to give it all away. And that's what he did. Like, that's why you see the Rockefeller Library. He donated that to 30 Rock in New York.
Dirty Rock?
30 Rock is
I've never seen that.
Is where they filmed The Tonight Show. And NBC owns a lot of that building.
Did you see that? Like, were you in that area?
Yeah, I was in the building.
Okay.
And in December.
He's like, nothing, bro. Nothing major, bro.
Yeah.
He's like, I did that shit already.
Yeah. Like, I own the building.
Yeah.
He gave it to me. Yeah. I was in his will.
Yeah. That's funny.
But yeah, he donated that. Rockefeller Center. That's where the ice skating is.
Okay.
All that shit. Christmas tree, Rockefeller tree, all that. That's him.
Oh, that's all him?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That he donated all that. But he had, in today's money, I think it was like 300 billion. That's
today's money?
Yeah.
And then back then it was, or do you know?
I mean, I don't even know what it was. From inflation.
Billion, bro. Fuck.
300 billion. When people used to make, I think, like, maybe like $5 a week, or maybe even like less than that. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. When most people did that. And then there was also, he paid this guy Charles Schwab, who was like this.
Is that a tire? No. I'm thinking about something else.
Charles Schwab. I mean, now it's a fucking finance company or something.
Okay.
But this guy Charles Schwab, he used to get paid $1 million to run, to be a manager, or like the president of his company. He used to get paid $1 million when most people wouldn't be paid anything, like literally nothing.
So crazy.
Like $1 million salary back in the fucking 1910s.
That's crazy. Yeah. Money, bro. Money could take you a long way.
I know. But I don't even know how exactly his story of how he built it, like where he started from.
Yeah.
But I don't think he was born in wealth. I don't think he was
over time. It was
I think he's the one who started it off. Like now the family's fucking wealthy. But
you're actually, I think you're right. That's something I remember that in history. It was like he just kind of, it was throughout time, right? He kind of got like his whole. We're talking about Schwab. Or we're talking about the other guy.
Rockefeller.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. And yes.
Yeah. Those are the people those are like special people that can not only that build wealth, but they're the first to do it. Like they're the ones that created it for generations to come. Yeah. You know, those are special people right there.
Yeah, that's true.
Because not many people can do that. Like it takes a special person to create that.
Definitely.
It's not just any day. Like I think anybody could go out and try and become that, but like
it takes a special person to actually like succeed to execute. And execute. Yeah.
Definitely. At the time, like I wouldn't even know where to start without the internet. Like, you had to get knowledge from books. That's the only thing that's available is books.
That's so true. Yeah.
And other people.
Yep.
And that's it. That's all you got.
Like mentors and stuff. And
there's literally no other way of information.
That's crazy. I was talking about like, that's like other resource and stuff like that. I was just watching this. It just came out yesterday. I think it's called Prey. It's on Hulu, and it's crazy. It's like totally off topic, but like just talking about like resources on like how we didn't have the internet and stuff. Like how they like, I don't know. I'll just say, I don't know if they Indians or just Native Americans. I'll just say Native Americans, so it doesn't have to be. But how they just use the whole, like how they use Earth as like so much resources, plants and like sticks and like, you know, bark and everything, and they use it in the resources like to hunt, to have like medicine and stuff like that. And it's just so crazy how like now like fucking I would never be like, oh yeah, let me go get some medicine from outside of the you know like I go get it from like, you know, the store, CVS or some shit. Yeah,
it's so disconnected. Yeah, like there's no way, like if that's what people are worried about, if there was like a complete apocalypse, like the whole electric grid shuts down, no one would survive
because everyone's like because
people don't know what like going back in nature feels like.
Yeah.
Nobody knows. No. Like I don't know. Fuck. Like it's a different way we lived
and living. Yeah.
And I think it's recent. It's only like 200 years ago, like 1800s. That's where it's like fucking developed to that point. Up until then, people have been doing the same shit for thousands of years.
Yeah.
And only until recently, like Rockefeller was one of the first people of like the Industrial Revolution.
Yeah.
And that's what started all this. Yeah. It's like capitalism and
that's crazy.
Fucking creating buildings and factories and all that shit.
Just like resources and stuff.
Yeah.
That now our resources are different. Internet.
It literally shaped what we are today.
Yeah.
Without that, we wouldn't have like, I don't think we would have like anything in this room. Like none of this would exist if it weren't for them. Because the chairs are manufactured in an assembly line that the first person to do it was Henry Ford. And, you know, that was part of the industrial thing that happened. And then now we got to look at what's the next thing. Yeah. Like what's going to happen.
True. And like our time, like later.
Yeah, I know.
Even later than that.
Yeah. Now I think we're trying to cut down on like our pollution and waste and stuff. Like we're getting thoughtful about our sustainability.
Yeah.
Cause back then, bro, like none of those companies cared like what went in the water. Yeah. Like they said, sucks. I want this building up in 1 year time, do whatever it takes, cut down as many trees, I want like the furniture has to be in there, everything. Like just get the steel, concrete, whatever it takes.
Right.
Do it.
Yeah.
And like they
Fuck
did
the
not
ocean,
give a
dude.
fuck at all about what the outcome was for the environment.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's crazy though. Like just like pollution and stuff. How it actually affects all of us too.
I know.
I don't think about it.
Fucking global warming and shit. Like, I heard
even that's why it's like getting so much. Like it's just like I mean I don't know. I feel like I barely feel any more cool days and stuff like that. It's always hot,
especially
right?
over here.
And then like yesterday, I was in OC. I don't know where you were at yesterday in OC, or like even wherever the fuck you were at. But like, oh man, I was in OC yesterday. It was like 9, 10 o'clock, and it was still hot. I was like, what the fuck? Hot. I mean, sure, it's summer too, but like, I don't know. It just doesn't. I don't feel like there's no more cool days or like winter anymore. And there's barely any rain, even though California barely really gets rain, but still.
I know it felt like over the past probably a decade now.
Yeah,
it's gotten a lot hotter. For longer periods of time.
Yep.
And it's like the what is it called? The intensity of it has increased.
Yeah,
and that's what they're saying. Like the scientists are saying the degrees. Like they have a chart that shows how warm the planet is getting, and it's like by a few degrees every year. It's just continually increasing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And we don't know. And I mean, they're predicting if it gets to like a certain threshold, you can't go back. Like it's gonna fucking change everything. And that's that. I mean, it shows you I think it shows me like that how grateful we are, or how grateful I am to have the world that we live in.
Yes.
And it's this perfect,
right?
Like that we can live, and the sun comes up, and when it's and the sun comes up every day and goes down, and then that we have rain that then feeds, or that then hydrates the plants, and they grow, and then they give us oxygen, and like all this thing of life that happens.
The cycle of it.
Yeah.
It's so cool. It's interesting too. Cause like normally I'm not thinking about this at all, during life. I'm just going about, going to school, going to work, whatever. But then you're right. Like all these trees out here, that's what's giving us oxygen out here.
Yeah.
That's why we need to grow trees and grow plants and stuff like that.
I know.
And natural, like growing naturally is so good without having to like add all that like fucking extra, I don't know, whatever they put in fucking like fruits or meats and all that stuff. It's just so stupid. Like, I don't know. Like all the natural is the best way.
Yeah.
And you're right. It gives us oxygen to keep living.
Yeah. It's
because there's so much probably like crappy pollution from like cars and all that stuff. So these fucking great ass plants are saving us.
Trying to deal with us.
Yeah.
This, I know, the pollution. And then they're like one of the biggest contributors was, we talked about mangrove trees. That's cool. Before this. And I was showing you when I was in Fiji last week, I was going, I was like exploring around, and then there was this whole forest of mangrove trees, and they're like trees that grow in the water, and they produce something called blue carbon, meaning the carbon from the atmosphere. You know how they say that CO2 emissions have been getting out of hand? It's been increasing and stuff. Right. So what those trees do is they grab carbon out of the atmosphere and then put it underneath the water. Yeah. And so I think very few plants do that.
So how do these roots and everything come from? How does that even, the dirt and all that?
I mean, I don't know how that.
How does that even how is that?
Dirt because itself. What are you talking
about? Like when you just showed me that picture right now, it had dirt and like roots and stuff like that, but it was in water. There's no land on top of it, right?
Yeah,
it's just like it
grows in shallow water, so there's dirt
the sand at the bottom.
The sand at the bottom.
Oh, and it's going from that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm over here.
It's fucking just on top.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, yeah, how the fuck does that happen? Okay, that totally makes sense right there. The sand.
Yeah, there's sand at the bottom, and then
copy that.
So it grabs carbon from the atmosphere and then puts it underwater.
No, okay, that's cool.
I had a marine biologist on about a year ago, 2 years ago on the podcast, and he explained it to me. Like I never heard of blue carbon. That was on a computer,
huh? You guys weren't.
Yeah.
I think I remember that. That's right.
And I heard I never heard of blue carbon ever. Like I didn't know what that meant. And he explained that was a better way of getting rid of carbon dioxide than just trees. Like, cause it would put it underneath the water. And
did you feel a difference out there when you're in Fiji, like air wise and stuff?
Oh yeah.
Like more like what? Not, I don't know.
Cleaner air, like literally no pollution whatsoever. Pollution, wow. They're very strict on what goes in the environment, sustainability.
That's good.
You know, keeping the forest, because it's just an island. Like if you destroy that, like you're done.
Yeah, nah.
You know.
So I wish more and more people looked at it over here like that. But there's fucking buildings everywhere and shit.
Because there's only 1 million people, I think, on the entire
on Fiji. Yeah. On the That's
on the
crazy.
Island. That's it. And then over here, there's 350 million. In the whole country. So over there is just different life.
That's crazy though. That's cool.
Yeah.
That was your first time, right?
Yeah, first time. Yeah. I liked it. It was fun. Island life, you know. Relaxing.
Yeah. Did you see the Island Boys or no?
I don't know.
You don't know who that is?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, they weren't there.
That's funny.
But yeah, it was just a relaxing life. And then what I realized was it got too relaxing. Like there's something about this country that...
Or it's like a fast-paced type of living.
Yeah, fast-paced and also like hustle and bustle. Like you get... If you're born here or if you live in America, you know that like no other country hustles like this country.
Yeah, not like Andrew Tate, huh?
Yeah, nobody.
You know exactly what I'm talking about?
Yeah. He's even American now. He lives in fucking Romania. But once you like fucking live here, you realize how much like people fucking grind.
Oh yeah.
And you get kind of thrown in that. Like there's that mentality sticks with you. And when you go to somewhere that's takes it easy for too long, like there's I had like a kind of not frustration, but just like some mental resistance
or something.
Yeah, like resistance to I need to go do shit. Like enough of this sitting around. Like you know.
Yeah.
Like,
I feel like
I've relaxed for like 5 days now. Like by the end of it, I was like, come on, like I gotta do shit. Like I got a podcast to do. I gotta. I was like texting you guys. Remember, like I was still in Fiji. Yeah. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's true. You would text us like, I was like, dang, like I wonder if this guy's like just like ready for this podcast or something. Because he's like, all right, see you guys soon. It's like 4 days later. I'm like, damn, like bro, like we'll see you. It'll be okay. And then like you're right though. You probably got this like you wanted that like to keep going and just be like on
there's
top
something
of
about it.
Because you went from fast pace to like slowing down for Fiji, and then you got now let's get back on that fast pace.
Yeah. But this is where I like it though. Like I know some people don't like the fast paced, and maybe it has to do with a lot of things. You know, but for me, I enjoy what I do, and therefore, like when I get away from it, I like the anticipation to come back is
you want
like even more. Yeah. Which is good. Like I'm glad I did go on vacation, and then I had to experience that, like that slow pace. I needed to slow down a little bit. Yeah. And
that's always good.
And not have to worry about anything and just fucking relax. And then you start anticipating even more for the next things to come. Like I was thinking, when I had like time by myself, I was thinking of stuff I was going to do this next month, like planning what I was going to do. And then now we're here to execute.
Yeah. That's true.
Like you need that time alone. I think that's the biggest thing for me is solitude. Yeah. Without that, I would be nowhere.
Yeah. No, definitely. I totally agree. I definitely agree. Yeah. I'm sure like you said, you probably needed it. You probably need that little rest to like start thinking up and get more creative thoughts and stuff like that and what to do for next. And when you come back and stuff. So yeah, that's good. Yeah. Sometimes though, what you don't want to happen is that when you're working, you don't want to say that I want to relax. And when you're relaxing, you don't want to say I want to work. Yeah.
You know? Like
you just gotta let it flow. And
you gotta let it flow. And sometimes it comes in, but you gotta understand that there's a time for everything. That's what I tell myself. There's a time for action and there's a time for rest. Yeah. There's a time for worry and there's a time for peace. Yeah. Like, all of it happens on the exact time that it's supposed to. And it's not like my forceful reaction to it is not going to change anything. Me wanting to do something that's not happening right now is not going to change anything.
Right. Yeah.
Just allow all of it. And that's what I do. Now, I don't resist it at all. Like to life, anything that happens, like Cosmo said, can't come.
Yeah.
I did not even say like I know the first thought that in my mind, and I realized this, a few years ago, or even a few months ago, I would have reacted differently.
Yes.
I would say why.
Yeah.
And this, and like, didn't you say you were ready this time? You know, like that. I would make all these, like statements and try to persuade this person or change how they're doing things.
Yeah.
But now I'm just at peace with it all.
Yeah.
You could say that.
No, I definitely agree with that.
You know, you could say anything and I'll just be okay with the result, with the outcome. I'll just put a positive spin on it.
Yeah.
It's supposed to happen this way.
Yeah.
You know, it's all how you look at it.
Right.
That's all how you look at it.
That's so true. So now it's not like, maybe like more back then, like you were like, maybe not so much an overthinker, but just like thought a little bit like other things on why that person gonna come or whatever the situation was. And now you just kind of like let it flow and just kind of like, okay, got to understand that person can't. Now I can do whatever, you know, me and you got it in now. So
yeah. So and it was supposed to be that way. That's something that I think about is that there has to be a reason why it's this way.
Yeah.
It's definitely just because maybe the universe is saying that the next time you do it, it's going to be even better.
Yeah, that's true.
That's a perspective.
Yeah.
Like it's not an easy one. Yeah. It's easier to be angry. It's easier to be frustrated.
Right.
It's easier to be annoyed at when something that unexpected happens in a negative way.
Yeah.
It's easier to be annoyed and frustrated.
But the hard thing
is
change that attitude.
Change it. Yeah. Change it. And then also view it from a positive way. Like that's available to you, available to every person in every moment.
Yeah.
And it's their choice.
That's so true. Cause like a couple of days ago, like something happened. I was like, dang, you know, and I wanted to be so annoyed with it. And I was trying to be, and I was annoyed with it at first. And I was like, dude, like I'm never fucking like this. Why am I annoyed right now? And like, why am I so down right now? And then I'm like, like I'm working out. I got to get a good workout in. Let me just change my fucking attitude. Still was a little annoyed, but I changed it a lot to where I didn't have to be so annoyed at that you know, situation. And you're right. It's always perspective. And it's like, I don't think
how's your leg so far? Like
my leg
now?
is good.
Yeah, I just your ankle, right?
Yeah, like I still feel it like I should be kicking back a little bit, but dude, I just don't want to. I just want to keep working out, bro. It's like it's so fun.
I don't think we mentioned it here. Like what happened?
Yeah, we didn't, because I wasn't. Yeah, so fuck, what happened? Oh, okay, yeah. So I was like, me and my buddy Isaiah, we were like, hey, you want to hang out? And like, all right. He's like, what do you want to do? And like, we can go eat, we can ball up. And I was like, dude, I haven't fucking ball up. Let's go ball up. He's like, all right. So we went to I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's Kava, if that's how you say it, Kava Park. And then
and this was back in April, by the way.
Yes. Dang, April, June, July, August? No way.
No. Yeah, not April.
It's definitely got to be like
May.
No, even that farther? No way. No, it had to be in like June or something. July, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I was thinking
you went from like
no, because I was thinking of the show we went to and when that date was. Remember, we went to see Mark Norman.
Oh,
and
was my ankle already that bad from there?
And yes, it was like July 1st, I believe. July 1st was that show, and then you were like limping to go into the fucking
improv. No, you're right. Yeah.
So yeah, June.
Yeah. Okay. So it was June, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So then June. Okay. So then then we got okay. So we played the game We played a game of basketball, and we played a 2-on-2. And these dudes that were playing, they were kind of like. They're a little. They have fucking cans of beer everywhere.
Really?
And I was like, fuck. I was like, whatever. Like I'll play a 2-on-2. So I need to kick back though, because I'll be just like not going hard all the time, but I be going to the hole all the time. And like I've noticed this when I play like games, like everyone's just shooting threes. Like no one, very rare like
people
ever go to the hole. And I'm always that person that goes to the hole just because I think I'm better at going to the hole than like a shooting the three. I trust myself more than going to the hole than shooting the three. So all the time I'll be going to the hole. And this one time I just went to the hole. And when I don't know if people know the fucking basketball term of going to the hole. It doesn't like people are like, oh,
just doing a layup.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck, anal, really? No, I was just doing a layup. So I was doing a layup, and then I went in and I went with my right on my left when it should have been the other way, but I went with the right. And then I came down, and I don't know why I just came down just very awkwardly, and it just went in like that. And after that, I just could not walk.
Yeah, your ankle twisted.
Yeah, I just twisted, and so I just couldn't walk. And they're like, "Oh, can you still play?" I was like, "Fuck no, I can still play. You fucking shitting me? What do you want me to do?"
And you had to drive back too, right?
I had to drive back.
Damn.
But it was cool because it was my right leg that was still good. So. But still, yeah, it was bitching. I was hurting.
Yeah.
And I just needed to ice it. And then I came home.
I know. And then
I didn't tell anybody about it until I came home, or like they saw me limp. Like, what the fuck happened? I told them the whole story. And then,
and then, so what happened was that happened. And then he started limping and shit. And then he said, we were going to go see Mark Norman.
Yeah.
Right. And then he was like, for the most part, I think I could heal within that time, and I'll get.
How long was that? Like a couple days, no?
Yeah, a couple days, probably a week.
Okay.
Yeah, and so he was like, most likely we'll be able to go, and then like a few days after, you like start doing legs. I'm like, fuck, this guy's pretty much normal.
Yeah. And honestly, it was like it took time too, because I didn't do it anyway. I was just trying to do like just body weight and just doing it, and then then my feet just like the inside of my feet was just swollen. It just hurt so bad. Have you ever gotten hurt like anything?
Not that bad. Like I've rolled my ankle, and it's not like it's not bad. Yeah. I think if I do it like a few more times, like or something happens, then it'll probably get to that point.
Yeah.
I think there's a few times where you do it as a kid, you might roll your ankle, but the tendon is still strong. Yeah. So it doesn't like harm anything. Like you just feel it a little bit.
Yeah.
But
as a kid, you really have to get hurt bad because you're like not like so strong, but like your bones are like still growing. So it's like, you don't get hurt as much.
Yeah.
But and then it's like sucks too, because like you can, once you get hurt from an injury now, it's like it's just so much like less or so much more likely to happen again to that same ankle or whatever you hurt.
Yeah.
Fuck. It's so trash.
I know.
I try to strengthen it. I try to do like little ankle exercise, like band exercise. So hopefully it like gets better throughout time.
Yeah. Injuries are a bitch.
Yeah. And it's never my upper body. It's so weird. It's never my upper body. It's always like my legs. It's always my knee or like my ankle. It's so weird.
Yeah.
So trash.
I know. But like as a kid, I remember getting hurt way more often though.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't remember getting hurt as a kid. I remember one time, the only time I ever got hurt as a kid, some dude, it was my birthday party, and some dude, it was one of my best buddies too. You went to, do you remember? Oh no, that was preschool. I'm sorry. No, you don't. So he went to my party, and then I had this like jumper. So
like a bounce house?
Like a bounce, there you go. Yeah. And we're like jumping around and bouncing around. And then this kid is like, my buddy, he was like, hey, I can do a backflip. And I was like, really? I was like, all right, show me. So like, as a fucking kid, you don't realize like, oh, maybe I should step back. So this kid like did a backflip. It's like, and then I just like, that was like the only time. And then I didn't break my nose or anything like that, but I was like bleeding a lot.
Damn.
But other than that, man, getting hurt as a kid, I don't remember
scrapes and shit.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
That, yeah.
I thought you were talking about like breaking stuff. Or
no breaking stuff. But yeah, scrapes that like my knees have been scraped so many fucking times.
Yeah.
In my near my house, there's like a slight downhill to get to the house, and we would like take our skateboards and fucking scooters and everything.
Still the same house?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we would go and ride down that hill and fucking rip our knees apart.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you keep going after that or no?
Yeah. I mean, like when you're like really young, then you start like fucking crying and shit. But I think once you turn like 10, then you like fucking just boss up, you know?
Boss up.
It doesn't matter about the pain. You know?
You think your ball's dropping, they really haven't.
Yeah, like you look at your elbows and shit, you're like, get the blood.
Yeah. You know, you just go like this.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool though.
Yeah. I was always fucking outside.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. Like I had a scooter, skateboard, bikes, and the neighborhood kids, my neighbor would just like fucking hang out.
Okay.
They had ramps and shit. We'd build ramps.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Do shit like that.
I never do nothing like that. The ramps.
Yeah. Yeah, it was fun childhood.
Yeah. I remember, what are those? I forget what they're called. They're like the boards that like you have to go like this, and it's like
ripstick. Yeah,
there you go. Yeah,
yeah. Dude, I saw my neighbor who had that. I think I was in middle school or maybe even in elementary school at this point, and I saw my neighbor who had it, and then I told my dad, and he went and asked
where you got
my neighbor, and then like what it is. What I've never seen anything like that. And he said it's a ripstick, and you could get it from like Walmart, Target, or whatever. Right. And then we got it, and it was the first time I went on it. I like felt like
so did I
immediately. I didn't know how the fuck this was supposed to work because with a skateboard you could just get on, and there are 4 wheels in total, 2 in the front, 2 in the back.
Right. This is just 2.
And it balances by itself. Like you just had to get on and just stay there. But with a ripstick, it only has 1 wheel in the front, 1 wheel in the back. And the way to go is not by taking your leg off and pushing on the ground with it like a skateboard. Instead, you have to move your feet in 2 different in opposite directions. So once you get on, you got to keep on like just moving your hips, your feet all together, and somehow it fucking goes.
Stupid.
And yeah, for the first like day I couldn't get it. And then I just kept on doing it after school. I just practice like, and eventually I got it. And now I could do it like easily. Like even after not doing it for years, I could still do it because it's just second nature. I have it built in muscle memory.
Yeah, that first time I did it, man, I fell like just like a skateboard where you fall, it falls this way. So I fell, I fucking found my hip, and like like that was like the first time I like ever felt
right on concrete.
Yeah, concrete too in my backyard, and it fucking hurt. Yeah, I was like,
Yeah, I got so good at it that from my house to Grijalva Park, you know how far that is?
Over there?
I went all the way over there with my friend who was on a bike. We went on. I went on a ripstick. Yeah. I didn't get tired. No.
Oh, okay.
But like I was like, I don't even know, 15 years old, maybe 14.
That's crazy.
But yeah, from there all the way, probably that's like a 2 miles, 1 or 2 miles.
Definitely. Yeah, 1.5, 2 miles. Definitely.
Yeah. So 2 mile on a ripstick from like all the way there. Yeah.
And then back to.
Yeah, back to.
So
and then my friend, who I showed him the ripstick, and then he got like a ripstick, and then I showed him how to use it. He started learning. Yeah. He got good at it. Now we're both doing it, and cool. It was fun.
That's cool. Camaraderie.
Yeah, it was a different thing. It's a unique. I'm glad they came up with something unique. Like anybody can make a fucking skateboard that's been done, but this new company started doing something different.
That's so weird. It's so like different. I still to this day, I don't. If I tried it, maybe I'll probably get it, but like still, I don't even know how to ride it.
Yeah, after you fell, you're like, fuck it.
No, that shit hurt, dude. Yeah, I would never. I was like, okay, I'm done.
If you tried it a little bit more, you would get it.
Yeah.
Like my neighbor's dad, he's good on skateboards and shit. And the first time he got on it, he was able to like stay straight. Like he was able to balance himself, but didn't know what to do on top of it. And then I showed him, just move your feet, move your hips. And then like he got on like the third try. Like,
really?
Yeah. But he just knows how to balance and shit. Like,
yeah. That's cool. That's so funny. Bro, it's funny. What were we just talking about with this? Oh, injuries.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, how the fuck do we get to ripstick? That's what we're talking about. Like, this is what we're talking about. Like, we literally, this is why our phone calls are so long. It's because we just be talking about just random ass shit. It's just like, and it's cool to talk about. It's never like, oh, fuck, we gotta talk about this shit. It's like, no, that's interesting to talk about. That's fun to talk about.
Yeah, I think the main reason is because we don't limit what we say to each other. And also, we're not afraid of like blanking on shit. Yeah. Like, if there's nothing to say, then like something we just pause. Out. Like it's not like some people they get an awkward moment of silence and they're like, okay, bye. And that's it. Like we just keep it going. Like,
that's so true, dude. Yeah.
You got to get comfortable with that,
Nah, that's so true. That's so true. But nah, I don't know. But yeah, injuries suck. Try to avoid them. It's hard to avoid them though. Like if you're playing sports or working out so much.
Yeah. Imagine if there was like a pill you could buy that would just cure anything
Wow.
in 1 hour.
How much would it be costing you?
Like $5.
$5?
Yeah.
Dude.
Imagine.
I get like 800 of those things. Yeah.
Like you had a fucking totally broken arm and it heals it. It heals it. It's like that's an idea in Rick and Morty.
Oh really?
Yeah, like they went to like some other distant galaxy, like just some other dimension.
Yeah, right.
And then Morty like broke his leg. And he's like, and Rick's like, I'll be right back. And he opens a portal with this portal gun.
Old man, right?
Yeah, the old man. He opens a portal with the portal gun, goes into another dimension, and then comes back. And he's like, where'd you go? He's like, here, just take this. And then Morty took it, and his leg heals like right away, fucking straight as a fucking arrow. And he's like, where'd you go? He's like, I just went to the dimension where you could just buy a pill that heals anything.
That's so funny, dude.
Yeah. They just already they have like a whole stock.
Yeah, I can just imagine that just like fucking happening in a show. What was that one you showed me where they're in space? And then like
oh yeah, like
what was it?
They were in space, and he was the tire. The tire, I think. What is it called? Exploded or something.
Yeah.
And they were just driving like a normal car interaction. They're just driving in space, and the tire explodes, and he gets out to repair it.
Yeah.
And then Morty almost gets sucked out because it's in space.
Yeah, that part. The video just looks so funny.
Yeah.
And his face and the eyes and shit.
And then he gets out too. Like Morty's like fucking mad. Like we gotta go do this and this.
Right.
And then Rick's like, get back in the fucking car.
Yeah.
You don't know what's out here.
Yeah.
And then a snake literally comes in with a fucking a spacesuit on. A snake with a spacesuit comes in and bites Morty. And then he's like, what the fuck? Yeah. There's snakes in space. And Rick's like, there's everything in space, Morty.
Yeah.
Get back in the fucking car.
That's hilarious. You watch all of it or no?
Yeah, I watched every episode pretty much.
Is it funny or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
You have to, it's smart humor.
Yeah.
So it's references that you have to know, like through music, through movies. There's certain people that you just like, if you're into American culture, you'll get it.
Okay.
But it's that kind of humor, and it's smart, like it's witty stuff.
Yeah.
It's not just like knock jokes or like simple fucking yeah. Like and it's very creative.
Okay.
I fucking love those guys. Dan Harmon, Justin Roiland. Yeah. Those are the two creators, I believe. And
that's cool.
They just have the craziest ideas. Like you would never think of some of the stuff they do, like the dimensions that there are infinite possibilities, infinite universes. Like when one Rick dies, another
oh, I think I seen that episode.
Oh yeah, like if let's say there was an entire apocalypse that happened in one universe or one dimension, that Rick would just go into another dimension, kill that Rick in the new dimension, and then be part of the new family that becomes.
That's right. I think I seen that episode. That's right.
Kill the new Rick, and then he's out of that dimension. Like you would never think of shit like that.
No.
It's crazy.
Isn't that in that episode? Doesn't he like? Wasn't there like a girl that he likes in one of the dimensions, and then he's like, oh fucking, I guess that Rick like sucked at like talking to her. So then the other Rick came back and like killed that Rick or like did something with that Rick.
Maybe I forget. But
I feel like I seen something like that.
Yeah, it's just a wild thing. And
that's crazy. So they're just like real creative.
Yeah, really creative. I would never fucking even begin to imagine the circumstances. And there's like mystery episodes too where you don't know what's happening. Like in one of them, Rick builds, a car battery, like how it looks like, and it's just a regular battery. It's a box square.
Yeah.
And it's in his like spaceship. And the battery ran out. Like he was in this parking lot, and he said, "I need to recharge it." And then Morty's like, okay, we'll just get somebody to jumpstart. He's like, no, that's not how it works. We need to go inside the battery. And inside the battery, he built a society that he's the leader of. He's like a god there.
Yeah.
And their whole society's purpose is to go on bikes and run. And that's what powers the battery.
That's so funny.
The whole society, that's all they do. You made that inside. And he goes in and he's like, what's the problem? And he's like, oh, this is what's happening. And then he like, well, fix it. And
that's hilarious. That's so smart.
And then in that episode, some guy tries to get smart. He's like, it seems like we're living in a battery. And I'm like, yeah. And Rick's like, no, it's not like that.
Oh, so you lied. Yeah. So you lied to them. That's so stupid. That's funny shit.
That's fucking amazing. Bro.
Yeah, that's so cool.
Right when I saw that, I was like, no fucking way. No way.
That's awesome shit.
Yeah. So it's dumb shit like that. I mean, imagine that's how it worked. Like you go in there, there's a fucking society running a battery.
That's crazy. That's hilarious though.
But I'm glad they think of that shit. Like, and it got me really interested in space too. Like, even though it's not, realistic completely, but
right.
By listening to the concepts of it, like that infinite universes, infinite possibilities,
right.
I don't think most people understand what infinite means.
That's
like literally no beginning, no end.
Yeah.
That
just keeps going.
Everything exists.
Yeah.
Literally everything.
That's crazy.
And I do believe that, like, as long as we can imagine it, like that thing, that reality exists. Like, dragons might not be here in this universe, but why is it that we could fucking think of them?
Yeah.
Why is that? And if they're not here and nothing is created or destroyed,
right,
then there's somewhere. There's
dragons.
Somewhere.
That'd be so fucking cool.
Like, it has to be. In my opinion, I mean, it's just something to think about, right? Like, where is it done? It's in thought. Then where's thought?
Or they just got some like, yeah, no, that's true. Some like just dinosaur with a long ass fucking tail, and then just thought of fire to breathe.
Yeah, and then the infinity of it all, meaning that there's different realities, different ways that things can happen. Like maybe in one reality, there's an apocalypse that happened in 2012 and that occurred, but not in this one.
Yeah.
And maybe it happened and then it ended in 2015. Maybe it happened and ended in 2012. Maybe it happened and then ended in 2050. Maybe it happened and it's still going. Like,
how would you even get? Oh, dang, how the fuck would apocalypse even happen?
I don't know. Like it's maybe a meteor strike or something, nuclear bombs. But I think like all things are possible and all of them exist all at once. It's just there's no way to comprehend it. Like I try to put a picture, I try to imagine what it looks like, but I can't even get a picture.
Yeah.
Like infinite seems like nothing. Like
fuck, wait, I feel like we've talked about this.
What?
This right here. And I'm not saying that in a bad way. I feel like a fucking deja vu for some reason, bro. I gotta go back in a different podcast because I feel like we just
deja vu.
That's so fucking
deja
funny.
vu is weird too.
Yeah.
Like you think you went through the same experience twice. And this is what I've had multiple times. I've had dreams of stuff or like just random, mostly dreams. Like when I'm sleeping, I have dreams and then I see something. And when I go and live life, maybe this happens, like I go to sleep and then I see the vision and then a few months later, like a few months go by and then I get a feeling of seeing that same thing in the dream, like months ago.
Yeah.
Months ago it happened and I see it like maybe it was some guy on a golf course or something. Like just or it was like I don't even know. Me I don't even know what's a good example. Like having
seen-
to lock the car or something. Like I had a dream of what if I didn't lock a car and somebody like came in and stole my shit, and then the same scene, like it seems like I'm in this parking lot. It seems familiar.
Right.
I should make sure my car is locked.
Right.
You know, like something like that happens.
Okay.
You know?
Gotcha.
It's weird. I don't know.
That is weird. It's funny. That's good though. I mean, in a way, if it's like trying to help you out.
Yeah,
you know?
trying to help you out. Like something is communicating.
Yeah.
Does that ever happen to you?
That's what I'm trying to think right now. I'm trying to think.
That would be weird.
Let's help me out. I'm so sure that definitely something has like been like that, but I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
But I know I'm real observational. So like in that situation, I don't know. I'm like, but dang.
Yeah. Sometimes the things in our environment feel familiar to the point where you think like you've experienced it before.
Yeah.
But I don't know whether that's maybe you have experienced it, or it's just a hallucination or something.
Yeah.
You know, but what's a hallucination? Like, where does that come from? What makes it what gives you the idea for that?
Wait, you can have like other hallucinations besides like being on drugs and stuff like that?
Yeah, I mean, you could get
how would it like? What's a good example?
Through dehydration.
Copy. Okay.
Yeah, or like heat stroke and shit like that.
You just hallucinate and just like fucking fall on the ground or something.
Yeah.
Just dehydrated.
Yeah, like there are stories of people that are in the desert, like stranded in the desert, and all around them, what actually exists is just sand dunes for as far as the eye can see, and then they see because
water
the sun,
like
they see like a lake, but actually it's sand, you know. But they're running towards it. They see water. To them, it feels and looks like water. They get there and then they try to drink it, and it's not. You know,
and some scorpion gets in their mouth and bites them. No, that's crazy though. You're right. And I didn't think about that part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you like, nah, have you, or like any type of like hallucination like that besides like the dream type or nah?
No, not really.
Yeah.
I haven't not hallucinated, but it's a weird thing that exists though. Like, what is reality except that it's our current perspective on life, right? Like, this is the sober version, but if we take something, it might be different. If we, change the way we look at it, it's different. All of it is just different. Like, just the way the way we process it, changes it.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a.
It's like blowing minds in a way.
Yeah. I think Wayne Dyer put it great. He said, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
You change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
And he explained it really well. He said that not only is just a clever play on words, it's actually a scientific truth, because you could go and get a microscope and go to the quantum realm, quantum physics, and look at particles that are there. And he said, if you change the way you look at that particle, it looks different.
Okay.
The particle itself changes. I mean, it doesn't change, but the perception of you looking at it changes the particle because you're looking at it differently.
Right.
And so he said it's a scientific, evidence
that can be with everything.
It's in everything, because everything is particles. And
no, I'm talking about like that the way you look at things. What is it? The way you look at things.
If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change.
Okay.
And it's true. Like,
that is true.
It's I think if you believe in it if you believe in it so much into this other side, this other perspective, it just basically becomes that way. You know?
Yeah.
Like if you let's see. If you think that this person is trying to, I don't even know, give you a hard time in life. Like this person is your enemy. Maybe that person isn't even your enemy. That person might not know nothing about you.
Right.
But you just put it in your mind that it is. And then now you're looking for things that make this person enemy. Maybe this person is, you're in school with them, or you're working with them, and they don't open the door for you.
Yeah.
And now you look at that. Now that's the thing you're paying attention to. Right now, this person is your enemy. Yeah. Like this person didn't say hi to me or shit like. But that's what you're looking at. You're looking at things.
All the negative little things that person's not doing.
That's what you're looking for, and therefore that is what you're gonna get.
Yeah.
But if you weren't looking for it, you were looking for something else, I'm telling you, that thing will also come to you. Like if it's something different.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's interesting too. Yeah, no. How much are you been going for? Probably like an hour, huh?
Yeah, not that long.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, that way of just changing your perspective, just looking at things differently, that's what's helped me the most is, and I know we talked about it a lot, perspective, but when you look at negative things in a light that empowers you, your whole life changes, because that's a choice that you can make. Yeah. There's nobody else has to make that choice for you. You are the one in control of empowering your own self. Yeah. I wouldn't want to have it any other way. Yeah. Like imagine somebody else has control over how you feel. You would hate that.
Yeah. Well, some people let that happen though.
Yeah.
Like some people let that shit happen all the time. And it's just like giving them the power too. You know, at the end of the day, they're controlling how you feel. All the actions they're doing, you're letting it make you feel that way because it's, you know, fucking you over when it should have just been like, all right, hey, how about I just let this person do whatever the fuck that person's doing, and I go about my day and still enjoy my day, but they're giving them that power. Yeah,
and it's the realization of that and understanding that it's you. You're the one in control here. And for me, like now that I understand it, I can never go back.
Yeah.
Like I think even Albert Einstein said that once your mind has been transformed, it can never go back. Right. Never. Like you could try, and like once you've reached a certain awareness, like you can't go back to it. Yeah. Because something has changed so drastically that there's no way it could come back. Yeah. And only human beings can do that. Yeah. No other life form. Just fucking crazy.
That is crazy.
Like all animals just go based on the genetic code, and only human beings can think with choice, think with creativity, think with a different way of looking at things. Yeah. You know?
And then no, you're right. Animals, they're not capable of doing that. They just have that one.
Yeah. Imagine if they did.
Dude, we'd be fucked. No way. I mean, animals are smart.
What animal would you want to be able to, like, let's say they could communicate with us? Which one would you pick out of all of them?
Out of all animals? I wouldn't do any sea animals because I feel like a lot of sea animals can already communicate. Not like with us like that, but like, I don't know, like I know dolphins are real smart. And they got those, like, all those sound waves and stuff like that throughout the ocean.
But what if they had the ability to communicate with us?
Like to actually talk with us?
Yeah. Like we could understand what they want.
Yeah. But not talk like the way we're talking, right? Just the way they do like certain.
I don't know. Well, yeah, probably. I don't know. Just this is not like a real scenario.
No, I know, but it's just like I'm just trying to think. Dang, maybe like a. Maybe like some type of like lion or like a bear or something like that. I think that'd be pretty cool.
A bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would want like maybe... I would want a sea creature just because we don't know much about the ocean.
Oh, yeah. That's true. That's true.
Like what's down there? Like, you know, how does that... Like we barely discovered anything about that. Discovered anything about the ocean or what lies down there, or and different species. I mean, I think we sent a submarine or something
down there
to the deepest part of the ocean, and that they already started discovering new species that existed. Really? Yeah,
like fish wise, or like
like fish or like plankton and stuff like that. That
okay.
We didn't know existed. It was always down there, but we didn't know. You know,
that's crazy. So there could just totally be so much other stuff.
Yeah,
only because they discovered that little part where they're just, you know, that's crazy.
Like we don't even know. And then that's the same with that new telescope for space. Like, did you see the James Webb telescope? Those images? You didn't see that?
No. What happened?
Pull it up right now on your phone. Like
James Webb? Is it on Instagram or something? Or
just Google it. James Webb telescope images, and that's a new telescope that they developed that is now in space, and they just released the first few images like a few weeks ago. Yeah.
The Cartwheel Galaxy.
Cartwheel Galaxy, that shit looks crazy.
This is crazy.
And look at the timeline. It says like 100 million light years.
This?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Like that's in space, bro.
That's crazy stuff. This is a telescope right here though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't see this at all. When did this come out?
Like 3 weeks. 3 or 4 weeks.
That's crazy shit. Yeah, nah. That's so interesting.
What do you think is there? Like when you look at the images, what do you think it is?
Look at this. This is different.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, that right image is fucking insane. The amount of
this one or the left? I said this one, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
That image has probably hundreds of billions of galaxies, just like ours. Like
it looks like a person. It looks like a bunch of ghosts or something. Look at it.
Ghosts?
Look at it very closely, and it just looks like
yeah. I mean the outline of something. But I'm pretty sure this is either a picture of a galaxy with stars or
different planets.
These all are all like galaxies. Or it might be just a picture of stars. I'm not even sure. But this is a fucking insane image.
Light years? Is that what they're called?
Yeah, like fucking Buzz Lightyear.
He's in there.
Damn, that's fucking crazy.
Stars can like, what? How would you even say it? Like just die off? Like they're like they have like, or they're just always there.
Yeah, they could die off.
They can die off, right? Yeah.
The sun will one day die, and it will like take the Earth with it, literally. Like really? I think it's gonna create a black hole, and it's gonna, a black hole, and we don't even know where it goes or like what happens. It might be, into
that can take us too, right? Or
another part of space.
Yeah.
But the sun will blow up, and it will take 8 minutes for us to even realize, because it takes 8 minutes for the light that we see from the sun to reach our eyes. So the sun will appear the exact same to us for 8 minutes, and then it'll change 8 minutes after.
Like the color of the sun, or what will change the just realization of like the sun's not there, or what?
Yeah, like the way it takes time for light to get to your eyes.
Right.
That's the way you see.
Right.
But for something so far away like the sun, it takes 8 minutes to get to your eyes.
That's crazy.
And so the light is not going to change for 8 minutes until it changes, and then 8 minutes after it's going to show the difference. Okay. Right.
That's crazy. That's crazy stuff.
How humans have fucking thought of that. I don't even know. Like there has to be smart ass people.
Research or just like actually. That's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah, how would you even come up with that?
Yeah.
You gotta study light.
Yeah.
You know, you look at light in a room and then you gotta go and look at the sun.
Yeah.
And all different sorts of light, stars and shit.
There's probably something else out there then, as far as like in like space and all that stuff.
Do you think so?
Probably.
What do you think is out there?
Fuck? We're the only ones. No way.
What do you think?
Aliens? I don't know. There's definitely got to be something else. I definitely don't think we're the only ones. Why the fuck are we the only ones?
Yeah.
In space, I think there's definitely got to be something. And then like I don't know. Do you think there's other like type of universal like where someone else like has a whole other separate like living thing besides us?
Yeah, that's basically aliens, right?
But like not space though.
What? So not space.
Or like where else? Like what about like
so
what about like
outside,
underwater or something like that? Would you think anything like that or not?
But like on a planet or just like water in space that
there's water in space.
No.
Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah. There's no water in space.
No, like on planet, yeah.
On a planet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, probably. Like they say that Elon Musk was talking about he was on Full Send podcast and I was listening to it like what was it, 2 days ago? 1 day ago, and he was talking about how Mars has 40% of it is ice.
Ice?
Yeah.
Mars,
yeah. And so if you melt that down, you could definitely get water. You know, so there's definitely water in space somewhere on planets and shit. But it's hard. The hardest thing is to get our physical bodies to a different place in the universe. We don't know how to do that yet. We don't know how to go light speed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Light speed. Do you think we'll ever get there?
Definitely. If we still have people like this cat, what's his name?
Elon?
Yeah.
You know?
They're like throughout like later time and like more and more developed and just like smarter, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. I don't know how long it's gonna take.
Yeah. But, nobody knows how long.
Yeah, but like definitely.
He's one of the fucking greatest minds to exist. Like in history.
Yeah.
We're not gonna realize it in the moment, just like people in in the 1900s didn't realize Albert Einstein's such a fucking genius.
Right.
Like he was a smart dude, scientist, and Isaac Newton and all those guys. But Elon Musk is going to be in that category of just like
most definitely
of genius people.
Yeah, IQ level high. Did you? It's just kind of off topic. You see the picture of him when he was on a boat?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh no.
Well, he was just sitting there.
He's just really at like fucking wide as fuck.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then like his dad, and his body's like obviously like not the best like body. And then like someone or like I think his dad's like, yeah, I'm not very proud of my son with his body, but like his like work and stuff like that, like I am. Kind of like a little synopsis of that. I didn't specifically say that, but it's just funny.
Yeah, I mean, he fucking works like a machine.
Yeah,
that guy he doesn't. He's a full operator of multiple companies.
Yeah,
meaning he like lives and breathes to fucking work.
Yeah,
that's it. Like
that's
Tesla. Crazy. Making all that work and then having to run SpaceX, going into space, Tesla solar, all that shit, Neuralink. He's just fucking crazy with it.
That's crazy.
And that's the full experience of life is going after it. Like imagine that person, like imagine him being too afraid to not do that.
Him being too afraid not to do that? Oh, yeah.
Imagine that.
No.
That you would never see a Tesla car in the world. It would not exist
if was it for him.
He was fearful of going after it. Like that, there had to be something that happened to him that made him decide that I was going to pursue this.
Yeah.
Right. If it would have been maybe if he was a little more fearful in the other direction, thinking about failure and this and that, it might have not happened.
Yeah.
But because he decided to go after it,
right.
he changed the world.
It's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's interesting too. He obviously had that grit, just be like, fuck it, I'm just going to do it.
Yeah. Why do you think that some people have it and some people don't?
I'm sure a lot of people probably have it because maybe like the way they were raised. Maybe they seen somebody that didn't do it, so they executed it. Mm-hmm. Maybe, I mean, fuck, there's so many ways and so many different perspectives on why they did it. Maybe they just have that fucking energy in them to do it.
Yeah, that's.
But I don't know. What would you say? Oh, where does it come from?
Like that. Do you think it's just experience, or do you think it's like do you think ambition is like you're born with ambition? Do you think that it's a part of your DNA, like it's God given that to be ambitious, or is it something that's developed? It's just opinion, like it's not like a fucking fact.
I'll probably say probably developed over time. Maybe some people just like are born with it and just in their blood and just like fucking yeah. There's definitely got people that's just born with it and just in their blood and just hold it, that whole system just like, okay, I'm just gonna fucking go all the way. Definitely.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's more, like a lot more people with just like having situational experiences where they've had to learn throughout time and then it just clicks. I can do this, and they just execute that plan.
Yeah. I think it's a little bit of both.
Yeah.
Of the circumstance, but also development of just like a willingness to do whatever it takes.
Yeah.
Like you could tell. I think he had an interview and of what Elon Musk had an interview, and the interviewer asked him, "Did you ever think that you would quit?" And he said no. And even though there were multiple times that the money was running low, the things didn't look bright, but he would have went rock bottom with the company and with everything that he's built and just go down with it. Yeah. He would not get off the ship.
Yeah.
He would go down with it because he believed in it that much. Yeah. And I think only those people who are willing to risk everything, like their whole life to bring something, can have the success. Now he's the richest person in the world. And that's crazy. It's not even about the money. Like the money came from just him working his ass off. And but it's about him actually enjoying his fucking life. Like you can tell that he's happy with what he's doing. Like he wouldn't do anything else. If you ask him, would you do anything else with your life? Say no. He wouldn't change it.
He doesn't have kids, huh?
No, he has a lot.
He has a lot of kids?
Yeah.
How much kids do you have?
I think 2 or no. He's having a lot more with like surrogates, because this is what he believes. He talked about this on the Full Send podcast as well. He said there is a population crisis and not an overpopulation crisis, an underpopulation crisis.
Okay.
People are having less kids than ever.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
The population is not
down.
Going up. It's going down.
Yes.
And I mean, you know what happens when that, like,
right. Yeah.
If you do that for too long, you know, like fucking, you're going to be a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Like that. So, because this is how he put it. He said, we've been lied to, or not lied to, but like we've been misinformed because people have been saying, you know, what if there's so many people, like, how are we going to deal with overpopulation? You know, how are we going to feed more people that are born and stuff like that? But instead, he said, if you look past in history, there's a generation of people called the baby boomers. And that's after World War II. Okay. Because after World War II, people had a lot of kids. And that generation, World War II, has been a pretty long time ago, right? Those people are now in their older age. And, you know, so you have a large population here, but they're all old. So they're going to die, right? Nobody lives forever. Right. That's going to go down. Right. Everybody dies. Right. And so now you have less people here. So we think that there's a lot of people, but a lot of them are in this older category.
Right. Okay.
Right. So they're not there's not a lot of new people.
Right. Okay.
So if you don't have a lot of new people, how are you gonna replace that that old generation?
That's crazy.
And so he's a fucking very intelligent person that thinks about a lot of things, and this is one thing that he's really worried about more than anything. He said can collapse all of humanity.
Yeah.
And he said it's like probably the worst thing, or I would rather have it be a bang. Like I'd rather have World War III and fucking have nuclear bombs and shit go off and kill all of humanity than a population crisis where, let's say, there's only
throughout time
two guys left, 2 males left in the entire world. Right? Like after that, you can't even have a baby.
Yeah, no.
Unless you fucking get a lab baby or something. You have eggs that have been stored,
like iced or some shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's like something you fucking, who the fuck thinks of that? I would have never thought of that.
I know. This is the way he thinks at.
Yeah,
like
that's what I'm saying.
He thinks at a different level than every other person.
Maybe like for the question you just asked me, like if it's, in people's blood or if it's throughout time, maybe it's in his blood for sure.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a mixture. It's a
mixture of like failing and stuff, and then just keep going, and then in his blood.
It's experience, and it's also just something. There's something in your mind. Like there has to be like maybe some connection in your brain that allows for a different perspective. Like maybe that's a DNA thing. Maybe it's developed. Who knows?
Yeah.
But whatever it is, I think anybody could develop it though. Like if you think hard enough, like it'll create the DNA or whatever needed. But he has it for sure.
Yeah.
He has something that can think differently, and also not just think and tell people. He's not just a what is it? Just a speaker that talks the talk. He walks the walk. Like this guy actually does shit. Like he doesn't just sit around and say that there's so much pollution in the atmosphere, we need electric cars. He fucking built an electric car company and did something about it.
Basically, he's not gonna make you promises that he can't keep. He's obviously gonna make the whole action towards it.
Yeah. I mean, some people would disagree because the fucking Roadster didn't come out yet.
Oh yeah.
That car.
Yeah. Oh fuck! He's probably making some type of change to it or something.
It's gonna, or remember the Cybertruck too?
Yeah.
Cybertruck. That's still not out. No.
It's not out.
No. It was supposed to come out like in 2020, I believe, but
2 years.
Yeah. But people are still waiting on that.
I wonder how much that's gonna be. Like,
I mean, like 6 figures, something around there. You already had fucking 3 waters down.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna finish it. I mean, I had to go take a piss, but I'm gonna wait.
Really?
Yeah.
Already? What time is it? Like fucking.
It's almost 12, I think.
Yeah, it's almost 12. Damn. You drink more water than anybody that I've ever met. Bro.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so funny, dude. Because I drink a lot of water, and then like
we were at the show, that Mark Norman show. This guy, we got water, and it's a tall glass of water. I think more like 12 ounce.
Yeah, maybe.
More than 8 ounces, 12 or 16 ounces, right? A glass of water. That's the first thing they brought us, and I'm still sipping on the first one, and he's like, "Waiter, can I get another water?"
You're like, yeah, I'll be right back. I don't know if I told you.
Within like literally 10 minutes. Another water.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like maybe I told you. Maybe I didn't tell you. Maybe I don't know if we've been on this conversation, but with like the whole water conversation, or water topic, my fault, not conversation. I was at this one restaurant, and I was like eating pasta, and I was drinking water, and then like I kid you not, it was probably like I ordered by about like maybe, or not ordered, but like asked for like maybe closer to 10 like things of water.
10 glasses?
And it was same type of like 12. And then at the very last water this dude gave me, I was about to like leave and pay for the bill. And he came with the water. He's like, I have to tell you, sir, I am very impressed with you. And I'm like, oh, like, I appreciate that, man. I just kept drinking water. I don't know what the fuck it is with me. I just like drink the fuck out of water. But it's just the way you came. Like, I have to tell you, man, I'm very impressed with your water.
Yeah. I would be too.
Yeah. I was like, dang, I appreciate that, man.
I know. Like most people would not drink that much. Like people say, drink your water, do all this shit. And yes, you gotta get in certain amounts of water.
Yeah,
but like personally, like for me, I just am like so focused on like things I do that sometimes I forget. Like I could go like 3-4 hours without drinking water.
Yeah. Sometimes I'm like that too, but I just try to drink the fuck out of water. I don't know why.
But whenever you're at a restaurant or like anything like that, you just get as much water as possible.
Yeah. And everyone else is like ordering drinks or lemonade, stuff like that. And like,
what's your technique though? Like, do you just like sip one water, or do you like try to get like as many sips as possible within the time?
That's so funny. I don't know. Like, I guess like my technique. Dang.
No, like not like technique, but like just
like what do you do? Just
what makes it this fast? Like what creates? Are you maybe just that thirsty?
Yeah, or just like that thirsty, or maybe just because I'm talking and like my mouth gets dry, and like I don't like my mouth to be dry, and like I like my lips to be like moisturized and shit. So I just like I don't know. It's just I guess it's just
ton of water.
Yeah, so there's just so much like shit to it, and like when I'm eating and stuff like that, like if I know I'm gonna be sitting down in a car going back, I'll try to drink as much water so it just kind of like flushes everything out with the whole like, you know, whatever I'm eating, because I know I won't be walking after that meal. When I rather like eat, drink, and then like walk after. So at least like some of the water will kind of flush it down. Maybe it's just a psychological thing. I don't know, but
my uncle loves to walk too, like after meals.
Yeah,
dude, he doesn't sit down for at least 20 minutes.
The one that I met or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
And he does not sit down after a meal.
See,
like
that's why.
Even if he's not outside, he'll take laps around the house. That's it.
That's so funny. Yeah, exactly. So I try my best not to sit down after I eat.
Yeah.
I
don't give a fuck.
Yeah. But see, like some people are built different. Like with me, I felt like if I can eat a lot, and I can. Yeah, you're a fast eater too. Like fast drinker, fast eater. Yeah,
that comes with.
But the eating part, I think I need to change it because it's not that good. But the eating part is because when I was in high school, I'd wake up early in the morning at 4 or 5 o'clock to be ready to get to school on a certain time because the traffic was so bad.
And your school is really far.
Yes,
from where
I
you
live far. I live in Corona somewhere, and then I have to go all the way to Almadena High School. So then everything was just like, I had like 45 minutes to get ready and eat and then be on the road by like 5. So I just like fucking whatever it was, like
5 a.m. to go to school. Dude.
Yeah.
I would never be able to do that.
Yeah. It was a bitch at first. And then I got used to it.
For how long? All
high school.
All high school.
And then senior year kind of got a little bit better because like traffic died down, but still, yeah. It was like that freshman.
4 years.
Yeah. Actually, no, I'm sorry. It was like, because we moved when I was like 10 maybe. So like maybe like 11 through like 11 years old through like
so still high school.
Oh, still high school. Yeah.
So damn.
But then it's gotten better over time, and then classes change so I can go in later and stuff like that. So
so that's how it developed, as that eating
the fast eating. Yeah, just like that. Like and then I just like eat the fuck so super fucking fast.
Are your parents that way or no?
My mom, no, she likes to take her time. My mom likes to take her time. My daddy, yeah, he's kind of like that. But I think
not
I'm
as
faster.
much as you. Yeah,
I'm faster. That fool. Like my mom, and then I'll be eating just like not super fast, but like, you know, I'll be eating and like whatever it's in my mouth, I should just be like, okay, swallow it, and I take time.
That's how I do it. Yeah.
And then put it. But I'm like,
yeah,
you know, it's still there. Like I don't know why.
Within a few seconds, you just put another bite in. Yeah. I've always like enjoying my food. Like even if I'm fucking late, bro, like fuck it, I'll be late. I want to eat this.
Right.
Like I'd rather die with like enjoying my meal. Than
I need to change it because it's not good. My mom's like, dude, what are you fucking? No one's racing you, dude. Like kick back. I'm like, fuck. All right.
Yeah.
I guess it's just so good or something. I don't know. I really don't know what the fuck it is.
We should get fucking Matt Stoney to do a competition with you.
Who's Matt Stoney?
He's like I don't know about record holder, but like a really fast eater.
Really?
Yeah. Like he has challenges on his YouTube with like how many Happy Meals can I eat in 10 minutes?
Yeah, see, I can't do all that. I can only I can only eat so much too.
And he drinks a lot, eats a lot, like, and he's a skinny guy, you know? Like,
okay. I'm thinking about a different guy then.
He's not like a fat dude, overweight or anything.
Yeah.
He just knows how to eat like really fast. He dips his burgers in water and then fucking just eats it. Yeah. To get it to so his saliva doesn't have to do the work.
Oh, yes. So
it's already
it's pretty smart then, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was like for flavor or some shit. I was like, what?
You don't do that for flavor.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But
I think he could turn it on and off too. Like I've never like seen him eat regularly, but yeah, he could eat really fast, but I think he could probably turn it down and then just enjoy the meal as well.
Yeah.
And that's how I like to do it. I like to fucking relax.
Yeah.
Eat the meal. And then, yeah, like you said, like when you chew and then swallow and then get another bite, that's
what you do. Yeah. That's not me. I'll be like having 3 scoops in my mouth still. Yeah. It's so funny too, because like, it's like I'll be like, I don't know, I'm trying to think how to explain it. I won't take like little bites either. I won't be like, like I'll be like, like fucking full ass fucking bites and just like chewing the fuck out of it. I don't know why the fuck I'm like that. I don't know why. It's fine.
How do you think you could change it though? Like what's are you gonna have to consciously
just
think
slowly? Yeah,
like,
just little bites.
Like hands off.
Yeah.
And then chew.
Yeah. Maybe like if someone's like this, I was like, all right, I guess, you know.
Count every bite like a rep. Like fucking one bite.
That's true. Just like that. Yeah, I don't know. It's funny though. Cause like even when I'm with you, like look at the last time me, you and Sid ate at In-N-Out, and I was already done my burger, and you guys were barely like, you know, like fucking first pound. Like fuck, I should have kicked back. And I was like, dang. I was like waiting around, I was waiting. I was like, dang. And that's like the part where like I wish I would like eat a little bit slower because everyone else is still eating, and I feel like
I know
not bad in a way, but just like dang.
I'm always one of those people that is not the complete last person. That's my brother. He's like literally the last person at every table.
Okay.
But I'm usually like part of the last group, like
to finish.
Yeah, to finish.
Okay.
There's some people that finish like really fast, and then there's some people that are like in the middle, and I'm part of the last section in between middle and last. Like that's me.
Okay. Yeah.
But like I try to eat as much as I can, but at the same time not get so fucking stuffed.
Oh yeah,
you know, like
I hate that. Well, because just like you don't want to fucking feel like bloated
like
and stuff.
That happened when I was in Fiji last week.
Oh, you ate too much.
You know, I have family down there, and with family and like fucking just family in general. I don't know if your family's like this or other families are like that, but my uncle and aunts there, like they will literally tell you a dozen times if you want more. Like, you know, like you're like they bring out the appetizers, you get the first round, and then they ask you want more?
Yeah.
And you're like, maybe 1 or 2.
Yeah.
And then you finish that. And then they ask you if you want more than that. You know, a few minutes go by, another drink, another this. We have some other, you want a gin and tonic. We got beers. We got this.
Right.
Like I mean, it's hospitality.
Right.
But
no, definitely.
Like that. I mean, I wouldn't want to have it any other way, but and sometimes you're like, fuck, we're all like, we still got dinner after this.
Yeah. No, that's exactly how Mexican families are, dude, too. Like we fucking eat, or you know what? Not even Mexican families, just grandmas and grandpas and stuff like that. They be feeding the fuck out of you. Yeah. Like if I stayed at my grandma's house, I would not look the way I look. Not that I look fucking great, but like I'd not just like I'd be fucking like, you know, big as hell because it's just like just fucking here's I was just serving.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, how much fucking food you got? Like
I know. When then once it's dinner, they're like, okay, you get the first round, maybe a little bit, second round, and then they're like keep on insisting to get more, get more. And then
was the food out there like more like did it seem healthier too, or just like more like fresh or something? Or
it was fresh. I mean, it's mostly seafood. We had pretty much like seafood, including crabs and lobster and let's see, shrimp.
Is lobster good?
Yeah,
I've never tried lobster. Never? Always wanted to, yeah.
Damn.
And I would like to try it like at a good, I don't like, not just a regular ass restaurant. I want to try something.
Yeah, lobster's amazing.
It just tastes like crab or, no, it's different, huh?
It's a little different. Crab is sometimes sweet. Like it's a little, depends on how you prepare
so
it.
So how would you say lobster? What's how the meat, like, is it like chewy or like?
Yeah, it's a little more chewier. Kind of like shrimp. Shrimp is like closer to lobster.
Oh, okay, I might enjoy that then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's amazing. I the first time I had it was in Maine. What was it?
In New York?
Portland, Maine.
Oh,
I believe.
Oh no, I'm thinking so. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Maine lobsters are like world renowned for the quality of lobsters. It's actually like the best lobsters in the world.
Yeah.
And I had it. That's the first time when I went there. Me and my family, we tried lobsters, and from then on, like the way they prepared it was they boiled the lobster, they brought it out to you, you crack it open, there's garlic butter.
That's what it is. I'm trying to think of the season or like what you like taste it.
Yeah, with. Dip it in there, and it was heaven. And from then on, I was like, I fucking love this shit. And I mean, I don't get it at like every restaurant or anything. Like if you go to like Olive Garden, you're not gonna get fucking lobster.
No. Like a steakhouse or something like that.
Like specific places where they prepare it right. Mm-hmm. And my mom knows how to make a good lobster roll. So she sometimes makes it.
Lobster roll? Is that like is it just lobster by itself or like
no,
what is the roll
lobster
part?
is a sandwich.
Oh,
lobster roll. Yeah,
Gotcha.
But that's the best way I like it.
The lobster roll?
Yeah, lobster roll.
Okay.
We had that in New York. That shit was amazing.
You gotta tell your mom to make me some of that.
Yeah. Or we could go. Yeah, we could go to some place that has it. Yeah. I think there's a few places here.
Does she make it good?
Yeah.
And who cooks more, mom or your dad?
Mom, definitely. Mom. Yeah.
What's that? Oh, you told me this. I'm sure you probably won't remember it. Maybe. But there's this one dish that you told me about it. I don't even know how to explain it. But we told me like, yeah, my mom makes it and it's so good, and it's just like finger licking type shit. Good.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, dang.
There's a lot of things like that. Like my mom just made chicken yesterday. And yeah, that was so fucking good.
Just by itself or like rice and like veggies and stuff?
Yeah, rice.
Like in a bowl?
We eat it with like this thing called roti, which is a tortilla basically.
Maybe that's, yeah.
And it's this whole grain tortilla basically. And it's like soft.
You can get it anywhere or you have to go to a specific market?
Well, my mom makes it like from scratch, but
okay.
Like with the flour and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could get it anywhere. Okay, like you could get it from a store, Trader Joe's, whatever.
Roti?
Yeah.
Roti. Okay.
And you could, with that's usually what we eat on a daily basis.
Is it supposed to be healthy or something?
Yeah, it's healthy.
Yeah, okay.
Indian food in general is pretty healthy. Like I know anytime like I meet a vegetarian, I tell them like, go look up some Indian recipes for vegetarian food.
Do you like that? Okay.
It's literally the best vegetarian you could possibly have. Like it's not just like boiled vegetables. You know, that's
right.
Like most people think that's what vegetables are, right? Yeah. But when you go to an Indian restaurant, like
Indian and like Mediterranean, huh?
Yeah.
Like those are pretty like the same type of concept of like food and like veggies and seasons and right or no? Or two different? Sort of. Okay.
Like Mediterranean has like salads and shit.
Yeah.
But imagine like instead of getting like a pot of curry filled with like chicken or something, it's all vegetables.
For Mediterranean or for you guys?
For Indian.
Okay, okay.
Imagine like that's the only thing there. Like no meat whatsoever. Like on the whole table, whenever you eat dinner, no meat at all for that whole meal. Nothing. Right? Only vegetarian.
Okay.
Only that. And it like fills you up.
So when do you, or
and it
like,
tastes good.
Yeah. Do you guys ever really get red meat or not really?
Not really, no.
Not really.
I mean, we eat goat like occasionally.
Goat? Is goat good?
Yeah, goat's fucking amazing.
Try that. Is there protein? Is that protein pretty high or not really?
I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
Because I would like to try that goat. That's different.
Yeah, goat. And then in Fiji, we had duck I had the duck like a few times.
Gamey, like real like.
Yeah, gamey. A little chewier. It's the flavor. You could taste like a little flavor of like that gamey taste.
Gamey, okay.
Yeah.
Gamey's like real like what, like more thick or something like that, or just like
it's
really
dark,
hard to chew.
It's really dark meat, like dark and hard to chew. But the sauce used to cover it was like fucking amazing. So
okay.
Yeah.
Duck, dang.
Duck is good.
I need to try duck.
A lot of people in France eat it. A lot of people in France eat duck. People in France eat like snails.
Snails.
Yeah. My cousin had it. He's like, it's the best thing ever, bro. You gotta go.
Some people say it's really good.
Yeah.
Fucking snail though. Well, they're different, not the ones like here.
Yeah, not like raw and like fucking just.
No, you have to. Yeah.
Yeah, not the ones that are on the ground.
Yeah, no.
But like it prepared in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
They're pretty good.
What about oysters? Do you try that?
Yeah, oysters are great.
See, I need to fucking make my shit more broad, dude.
Yeah,
my shit be regular as hell. We need to get a different type of meat.
I think it's more on the East Coast, like shit like that.
Oh yeah,
lobster, or even SF. San Francisco has oysters, lobster, like that seafood.
All that seafood
scene is bigger over there. For some reason, over here, it's not. It's more chicken.
Yeah,
more like,
yeah.
You know, stuff chicken like that. Coops. Chicken, beef, and there's some parts of the country where the seafood is on point.
Oh yeah,
seafood is like.
I heard like the food, or maybe not the seafood, but food on not boats.
What is it?
Not boats, but like when you go on cruises.
Cruises?
Like a cruise. Like I heard the food's really, really good on cruise. Like if you're going on a cruise.
I've never been on a cruise. I don't even want to go, bro. Like that's I think we were talking about it with on a podcast like a few weeks ago, and one of the guys on here, he's like, I've been on one cruise, I would never go back. Never
really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he said you're stuck on there.
That
like that. I mean, you get off on certain locations and shit, but just know that like you're there. You got to do those certain activities. If you like that, if you like interacting with like people that are there,
right, and
fucking drinking and eating,
yes,
just
definitely.
Doing like going dancing and shit like that.
Sometimes like some of them have basketball courts and shit like that.
Yeah, it's huge. Yeah, it's fucking huge. Right. Like some of these cruise ships, I think you could see them in LA, like Long Beach. They have a port.
Yes,
either in Long Beach, somewhere in LA.
It's Long Beach,
and that's where like these massive ships come out, like fucking ginormous ships, bigger than the fucking Titanic, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's huge, and I think that's thousands of people file in to go and live on that ship for 7 days, 2 weeks, whatever it is.
That's crazy.
Imagine that's how that was the only way to travel the world, was that through boats. For the longest time, for hundreds of years, if you wanted to get to another land, you had to travel with a boat, and it wasn't a cruise ship. It wasn't sophisticated.
It wasn't all nice and shit.
Sailboat. It was like a sailboat, pretty much.
Yeah.
And I don't even know how they built those with like wood.
Yeah.
You had to cut down trees, carve it into a specific formation, and then place it in a particular order.
I wonder how they carved it, because obviously a fucking knife that long, like it had to have a bigger like.
I mean, I think the biggest way is I don't know about carving, but like probably just by hand, probably with the axe. They carved it like little by little,
like a machete type shit or something.
Like with the axe, and then just through. So that you had to be really skilled, like you had to know your shit about engineering. Like imagine seeing this big ass ship, but then it not being there. Like you have to imagine it, and then therefore see, okay, this piece of wood has to go here because it's bigger. These smaller pieces have to go there,
right?
And then you had to like it's a puzzle.
It's like a puzzle, that's what I say. It's just like a puzzle.
You have no idea like how to do that. I would not know where to begin.
No,
like you imagine like. Some guys, you're in a warehouse and then you have all the materials. Yeah. And somebody says, build a boat. Where do you start?
That's true. I'll try to get the bigger things out the way, I guess.
Yeah. Where do you put it? But then
what the fuck is the bigger things?
Yeah. Like you find the biggest piece of wood, but where do you put that?
Yeah. That's true. Yeah. It's like you literally have to know where the fuck it is.
Yeah. And those people were like skilled sailors.
Yeah.
They knew imagine having to not rely on navigation.
Yeah.
And go through that, sail the ocean, looking at stars, looking at wind, looking at the ocean currents. You have to know through that.
Yep.
And the information that other people before you have went out and discovered.
Yeah.
That's all that you got.
And then it might not even be accurate sometimes.
Yeah,
too,
it might not be
everything
accurate.
Changes.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's how people did it.
That's how people died too, because it's just like the wrong thing and just
I think there's they said there's an estimated $2 billion worth of gold in the ocean.
Really?
2 billion, or like somewhere around the billions. 6 billion, somewhere around there. Amounts of gold. Like, you know how in those pirate movies they show like they fight for gold and shit, the cannons and all that.
Yes.
The ships sink. There's a lot of gold.
That's crazy.
In the bottom of the ocean, and a lot of ships and a lot of bodies. A lot. Fucking thousands of bodies.
But the bodies would already. Oh well, it's water.
No, I mean that's like disintegrated, but just a lot of them.
That's crazy.
Somewhere in the ocean, a lot of people died drowning.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about the amount of ways you could die. It's a lot.
Yeah.
Ways.
Seriously. So many ways.
And just know that there's at least one person that died that way.
That same way, yeah.
There's at least one person that got eaten by a lion, that got drowned, that got struck by lightning. Like I saw that on the news the other day. Like 6 people died because of lightning strikes.
Really?
Yeah.
Where was that?
I think maybe in England. I don't even know.
Okay.
Exactly, but
that's crazy.
Imagine lightning striking
you. Oh, that's I don't even. Once you get hit, you're done. I'm pretty sure because
some people have survived, but I mean it depends.
Like how strong a lightning is, or what?
Yeah, I guess
because that's just
it's a whole straight bolt of electricity hitting your head.
No, that's not funny. That's crazy though.
Yeah, that's crazy. People have died like drinking too much water.
Yeah,
too much food. I know. I got like fuck it. I ate too much, and then last weekend had horrible diarrhea. But like
really,
not the worst I've ever had, but it was up there. Like it was like spicy diarrhea.
Really? Did you eat something spicy or what?
Yeah.
What'd you eat?
It's Indian food, bro. It's always spicy.
Oh, I'm trying to eat some Indian food. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it's gonna be spicy.
Whenever you invite me over, I'm trying to eat dinner, dog.
Okay. But yeah, I was in the toilet like 3-4 times.
Really?
Burning. Have you ever had like a spicy meal and then it burned down there?
Yep. I made some chili myself from scratch.
Oh, really?
The most spiciest fucking thing I've ever tasted in my life. I just put maybe like I don't know if the patch or the chilies that I got was just too spicy, or if I just put too much. But I made some chili by scratch, and I just put a whole bunch of just chilies and just dumped them, and then I made all the other ingredients, and I made it. And I was like, oh, like, and this, you can smell the spiciness, and my mom couldn't handle it. Like, she had to go upstairs because it was so spicy. She kept coughing, and my dad was like, okay, and then he tried it, and he's like, no, fuck this. He was like, I don't want no more.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, and it was so spicy though, like. I really enjoyed it though. It was so spicy, but like I just wanted more and more and more.
It tastes good.
Yeah, to me. But then that's like the most spiciest, and it just flushed everything out.
Yeah, flushed
like
it all
crazy.
out.
Yeah, I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's
because spice is supposed to be good, right? I mean, to a certain extent, like for your body to like flush everything out and stuff.
Yeah, it's good. There's probably some nutrients in there.
Yeah,
different spices.
Yeah,
and shit. But yeah, when it gets to the diarrhea stage, like something,
someone's probably like, skip this fucking part.
I know, and it smelled so bad, bro. So bad. Luckily, the bathroom, like the toilet where the room for the toilet was, had a window, or else it would have stunk up the whole house. Like we're staying at my family's house, they would have been pissed.
Yeah,
like I closed the door on the for the toilet room, and then like fucking opened the window all the way up.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, somebody outside must have been like, God damn, bro. Holy shit.
A fucking like some type of animal was walking by and just died because they're smelling it. Their sense is 10 times better than us.
Because it's all the stomach acid that's stuff. Coming out.
Yeah.
Like watery shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like diarrhea. That's the worst.
Shit fucking hurts too.
I know. And like you start to become grateful for the times that you're like healthy.
Yeah.
Like, remember yesterday when I had the normal shit?
Remember yesterday? Yeah.
Like that's the first thing that happens. Like I wish I was normal again.
Yeah. For reals. Because it didn't last you a day, I'm guessing. It probably lasted.
It was like about a day.
Oh, really?
Like a full day though. Like starting the night before to the end of the next day.
Okay.
Yeah. But then I just like took it easy. That's when I knew like anytime you have diarrhea, just like all you got to do is eat less or don't even eat. Like I skipped breakfast, only had a light lunch. You know, I think there's a what's it called, brat diet, like banana something.
Yes. To get that hard
something.
Yeah.
Hardness. Like, yeah. There's certain foods you could eat, like applesauce and shit that slows down the digestive system and everything, gets it back on track.
Like not oils or not any acid.
Drink some chicken noodle soup, stuff like that. Light. And then after that day, it was good again.
Yeah.
But then the day after, we went and I went to a bar.
Mm-hmm.
And like, so for the most part, I was with my family. And then we went to go visit another family member whose son was like, he grew up there in Fiji and everything. He's a pilot. His dad's also a pilot, but we went to go get drinks that night, right? Like he's like, let me just take you guys out. And so we started like pounding beers. Like Fiji Gold is the best beer in Fiji, in my opinion. It's great beer. And we went to some bar, like this ocean front bar. Like it's all in the ocean. Like the sand starts right there on the bar. Okay. You're right on the beach. And so we started drinking, and he gave us this kind of different type of alcohol. I mean, it's not even alcohol. It looks like dirt. It looks like muddy water. That's what it looks like, right? And he said, this will get
it's you like moonshine.
No, I forget the exact thing that it's called. It's popular in Fiji. It's popular in other parts of the world too. Mm-hmm. But it comes in a bucket, right? Like a red bucket that they have. Mm-hmm. And it looks like water that's been picked up from a swamp. Like somebody just went there, some dirty water, got it and gave it to you.
Right.
And he said, it's going to make you feel really good, and it's going to make you completely at peace. Like it's going to numb you down, and it's going to make your mouth feel numb. It'll get you good. And at first I was like, fuck, this looks like shit. You know, I didn't want to try this.
Right.
And I told him, I'll try it. And then he gave me one, and you could feel it right away. The sensation of your mouth gets numb. Like it gets tight. Your mouth feels tight. It gets dry. And then you a lot of your senses just become numb.
Really?
Yeah. Like you don't feel any need to worry or think. Like it's not beer? No, it's just like this. I forget exactly what it's called.
And they just mix a whole bunch of just like random ass.
I don't even know what it is. I don't even know why I tried it, but I had only one. They said to take like 2 or 3, but like I was just like, fuck no. Yeah. I'm gonna take one.
Were you with your dad or no?
No, it was just me, my brother, and it was actually my brother's birthday, and we were late to his party. Like we were late because my family was waiting at a restaurant,
right?
And they didn't have communication with us because we didn't have service there. Like, you know, it's a U.S.
yes.
base, so it doesn't work in Fiji. And we were just chilling, hanging out, having beers, and we knew we had to leave during a certain time, so we called a cab. The cab didn't show up for like 40 minutes. Like literally, the guy didn't show up at all, and so like we're just playing pool, drinking more beers, this and that. And then we eventually headed back and went to the restaurant.
How late were you to the restaurant?
I think like 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
30 minutes or 40 minutes late. Yeah. I mean, but it was, yeah. My parents were mad because they had no communication with us.
Yeah, probably more scared than anything.
Yeah. Like you're in this country.
Yeah. Did you get raped?
Yeah. But we handled it and it was fun.
That's cool though.
Yeah.
It was probably like some type of like moonshine then or something that like made you.
He said it's some type. It's like fermented, probably. That's what it is.
Fermented.
Yeah, like some type of alcohol. Or I don't even know exactly what it is, but it tasted horrible. It tasted horrible, but
it tasted horrible.
Yeah, it's not good.
Oh,
but
what the fuck.
The feeling it gives you is pretty good.
Really?
Yeah. But you shouldn't take a lot. Like it'll make you like lazy as fuck.
Really?
Like if you take it and you just want to sit and not do anything, that's what it is. Yeah.
That's crazy stuff.
Yeah. But that probably doesn't mean anything to you. You don't do anything.
No. I'm just hearing you out. I'm like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Because like you already know, like I want to be able to feel like my senses around me. And I want to make sure I'm cool. I just
something.
Fucking, yeah, I don't want to fucking like get drunk or just overdo it and just like be sleeping and some like fucking dick just comes in my mouth or some shit. I just don't want that. I don't want or something like someone pulls on my pants or some shit. I want to be able to know where the fuck I'm at.
It's crazy how much it's accepted though. Like
yeah.
It's
most
poisoned,
definitely.
But you know, there are commercials for it.
Yeah,
it's sold at every fucking sporting event.
I mean, people, and like you said, it's so accepted that
it's
like,
at weddings.
Yeah, that people like, you know, that are not even 21, you know, do it all the time.
Yeah,
and they freaking.
It's just that allowed, and I don't know if that'll change. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Like,
probably not. Not for a long time.
Not for a long time.
Yeah.
There's too much business involved.
Yeah.
Everybody's having a good time on it. But there's so many things that can happen. Like you said, like you could definitely die from it.
Yeah.
You could have not only just die from the alcohol, but just die from making bad decisions.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shit like that.
Or just like drunk drivers, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so much to it.
I say this and I'm still going to drink next week.
Yeah. That would be pretty cool though, because you're with cousins. So it's not like you're with random people.
Yeah. Yeah. By the time this episode comes out, I would have already been through that experience. So wish me luck.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely.
Hopefully I'm still alive.
Safe. Yeah. Nah, you will be.
Yeah.
You will be, bro. You got a whole bunch of family with you.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
That's going to be fun. But
yeah.
Should we wrap this up?
Yeah.
I'm fucking hungry already.
I know, I'm hungry. I don't even, you probably hear my stomach growling. I'm hungry as hell.
Yeah.
You hear it or no?
No.
Oh, okay, cool.
Was it growling?
Like three or four times. Yeah.
It might be on the recording.
That's all good. Yeah, that's
you'll be able to hear.
Yeah. Just,
any doctors watching? Yeah, it's irregular.
Yeah.
Come in for a checkup.
Yeah. It's a raw video though, so it's all good.
All right. Thank you everybody for coming and listening, watching. And thank you again for coming by. We're supposed to have Cosmo here. I even set up shit for him to be here. Cosmo, if you're watching.
Yeah.
We were supposed to do this today.
Yes, bro.
We'll do it some other time. And it'll be fun.
Got to reschedule, definitely.
Yeah. But we got Robert here.
Yep.
Always fun.
Always.
And hope you guys enjoyed it. Have a good one. Love, peace, positivity. Bye.
Take it easy.